Hello, Upper Sixth. I thought we ought to do a broadcast just for you, because ordinarily this would have been the week when you were coming to the end of your exams, and all that anxiety and worry and effort would have been coming to a really productive head. As it is, we've had the oddest of terms. So what I wanted to do was send you a postcard from Uppingham and just give you a chance to trace some of those memories that you will have formed over the years, such as behind me, walking through here day by day. You've probably dumped your bags here on the way into chapel as you pass me, dashing through the doors with just seconds to spare to get into your seats. Here, having taken your seat to see what delight you experienced that morning from whoever happens to be taking chapel. You may have stood here and sung in chapel choir or chamber choir every Sunday during your time at the school. You'll no doubt remember the brilliance of our virtuoso Mr. Clements, who played the organ for every service you were part of. You'll also remember, I suspect, humming a little too loudly to the police that he never really liked playing. You may even have been up here doing a reading, dry-mouthed at the start, but at the end, enjoying the fact that 900 people were quiet just for you. I imagine you've sprinted down this corridor, late for lessons, desperate to get into class just before it all goes wrong. Many of you would have spent hours beavering away in here. You may remember crowding in here, desperate for a bacon butty at break time. You may remember grooving on down in here. You'll no doubt remember nipping in here for a life-saving sandwich from Baines, or indeed, one of their famous cakes. You may remember coming in here for a drink with this man, but never in here. Do you remember sitting here, waiting to meet your fate? In here with Mr. Wilding? You may have spent hours and hours in the PDMS, rehearsing, practicing, playing. You may even have been here, part of a house choir during the annual house shout. You'd have at least been part of the audience, exhorting your mates to do the best they possibly can and bring the trophy home. You could have been part of one of Mr. Webster's extravaganzas, the symphony orchestra, the jazz orchestra, concert choir. You may have sat here watching one of the splendid shows that we put on in our theatre, or even been here as one of the stars of the show. It might just be that this building was your favourite in the entire school. You may remember trying to get to grips with isomers and polymers and electrolysis and things here. You may have been part of a rugby team that hasn't lost on this pitch for 2 seasons. You may have smashed the winning backhand to win the house tennis competition. Or you may have been someone who far preferred to be part of the Zumba classes on a Tuesday or Thursday afternoon. Remember those freezing days? Dashing through this gate, running on the cinder track to get up to the middle just in time, only to find yourself perishing all afternoon. I hope you enjoyed that little reminisce down memory lane, seeing places that you know so well but have been deprived from seeing these last few weeks. You've been a sensational year in really challenging times. I don't think I could have asked more from you. The leadership you've shown in moments of real crisis, real difficulty, are more than anybody could expect from any human being, let alone people who in the eyes of many would still be at school. What you've shown is the capacity of young people to be exceptional. The way you've led, your thoughtfulness, your compassion, I have been humbled by it during this year. And I'm cross that you've been deprived of really important things, that you've not been able to sit the exams which are your right, that you've not been able to have the rites of passage at the end of term. You know, the end of exams, which is when we're filming this, as you should have finished those exams. The holidays that you'd all planned to take to Ibiza and Magaluf. The Leavers Ball, which can't happen this year for reasons that are obvious. But we can make it up to you, and we're going to try to next year. You saw Mr. Boston earlier. He's in charge of the OUs, and he's going to be with you forever, because once you've been part of the Uppingham community, you're always part of it, and you remain that way. And his job is to keep reaching out to you, as we say these days, and making sure that you feel that your school remains in touch with you. And next year, we want to put something on for you, to get your year back together, so we can give you the send-off you deserve. I want to tell you in person just how brilliant I think you've been, and how much you mean, as a group of people to me. I could not have asked for more. We could not have asked for more from you. And you have delivered sensationally well. Next Saturday, the 27th of June, we're going to have a virtual speech day. Make sure you're there, because it's our chance to pay tribute to your achievements as a year group, to cast our minds over the memories of the year, and to make awards where we make awards. But really, it's a chance for the community to come together and just put a footnote at the end of the year that brings everything together. You deserve that. You deserve so much more. And I can't thank you enough for the leadership you've shown, the values that you have driven, and the example that you have set. It has been humbling. Really, genuinely humbling. So, of course we'll see you again. Of course we'll have that celebration and that send-off, and we'll tell you what that looks like when we know a little bit more about it in the new academic year. We'll have virtual speech day next Saturday, but the one message I want to give you is that you have been an absolutely splendid year. Thank you, thank you, thank you.